Welcome back, everyone. It's your host T from Woke Pop Culture. How are y'all doing today? I know I've been gone for a hot minute, but I am still active. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I'm still working. I'm not that active on YouTube, but I've made some posts. I posted in the community tab a couple days ago, and I think as soon as like yesterday or the day before, I'm still putting out content. I just haven't put out anything on like long form, but I am still active and working, especially if you follow me on Instagram. I am the most active on Instagram. It's the easiest platform to be active on, and I am still like, kind of active on Twitter if you count retweeting as activity. I mean, it shows that I'm active, right? I may not be like actively like participating like through original content, but I am engaging and active by reposting content, and therefore there are updates to the account. Like, I know this may be like kind of like splitting hairs, but I have missed making podcasts. I have missed going live. I just have been, again, working and busy on other things, new things, all of that. And that's, why I've been like gone from long form content. Again, no live shows in a while. But short form, I've given you guys some content, and then again, my voice is still out there to the streets, mainly on Instagram. So stuff is happening. I'm going to be talking to you guys about a range of topics. We're going to start off talking about the Met Gala. Okay, heavily coded event as usual. It's the fashion people, they're very powerful people, and they're like really dark, demonic, and occult, unfortunately. Of course, the main people, Rihanna, Beyonce, now Blue Ivy, Cardi B, these people. Let's just get into it. Beyonce, I did not like her outfits. I wasn't a fan. She looked like she was bringing death. That's what it just gave. It just gave death vibes. Her in like a skeleton dress. Come on. And I know that it was supposed to be like the human body, a work of art, but still, like, you can't. And then with like that crown piece, it just gave like Queen of Death. That's just the energy it gave. So I wasn't thrilled. I mean, I feel like it still could have been done better, but I just feel like everything with Beyonce is so occult and so witchy that I really just can't even like get into her, because it's just, like there's people who have like a magical energy because like they have like a high level of aura, like a positive aura, and like they have like that bright light energy, like that warm light energy. And then there's people who just have like just the exact opposite of that, and it's like a very cold, dark, low vibrational energy. And you could put Beyonce in a million diamonds and pearls, and you could dress her up as nice as you want. We know that this woman is not kosher. And so that makes it all go in vain to people who know, or I guess, or have some type of an idea of the real you, and that there's some really crazy shit going on behind the scenes with you. It's just like, we don't give a fuck about all of this bullshit that you represent, and that this whole event represented. I mean, it's all occult at all times. It's all for the cameras. It's all very manufactured, and just, what do they say? Like, they like to use the word fascist. It makes me think of this movie that unfortunately is true, or did have a lot of truth to it. It's called 120 Days of Sodom. I have not seen that film, and I advise, to watch that, or to consider watching that with caution. But I mention it because it's supposed to be exposing, I think, like the Italian fascist government. I think that's what the film is really about, and just all the dirty, nasty, weird, depraved, freaky shit that these people do in the background. You know, again, trafficking, sex work, the harm of minors, eating feces and getting, you know, touched up the ass. Just weird, freaky shit, cannibalism, weird, freaky shit. Unfortunately, that I've heard is in the film. And again, I have not watched that because I just can't. My chakras are very sacred. You know, my eye chakras, I just can't take all of that. So I'm telling you, the watching the Met Gala or seeing, I didn't watch it like on TV or on the internet, but you know, of course I just saw the pics through the social media, and I kind of feel like that's how a lot of people saw it. Because are y'all still watching this shit? I always ask y'all that. Like, I have done my fair share of watching award shows to review on the channel, to, like, you know, decode a couple things here and there, but I don't really. Again, I watch them like what? Because I report. If I didn't report, I wouldn't watch. And like a lot of times I still don't. I don't know. I can't. I don't even know the last award show that I reviewed. I'd have to go back and look. And they're just so, again, it's so obviously fake and put together, and what more just like you know, like corruption with a mask on. Watching circus occult antics, that's what this shit is. And so I just feel like once you're awake to it, you don't get really any enjoyment out of it. It's all very forgettable, it's all dry, and it's all repetitive because they're always talking about the same thing, because these are weirdo people who have committed to, you know, being like anti-God energy. So I guess I'm going into a little bit of a tangent, but with Beyonce's outfit, I wasn't fucking feeling it. It didn't look good. With her daughter being there in sunglasses, yes, it was awkward. And this is what I'm saying. Like, back to the rant. This shit is so obvious. Her daughter is there in sunglasses, and they had her wearing Balenciaga. I have so many decodes on the website of these two. Like, yes, they have been named in the files. Yes. Come on. But I guess that's why this shit is like, okay, like deep sigh, because the truth is out. This it's not even about, at this point, a cult ain't even a cult. It's just truth is truth, because there's no more disputing what I'm talking about, because it's all in the files. We continue to like engage in, again, these circuses because like this is a part of like the elites. Like this is what they do. They put on these events, they give worship to their God, they give you signs and signals about what's coming. And that's the only thing I can really say to this, but it's all corny. Like, people, and I think that's how I kind of feel too. Like, the shit is corny. Knowing what these people do, like, there's a whole fashion house named Fecal Matter. And Sarah Paulson, who's really been known for her role in the American Horror Story franchise for the last well over a decade, she was there wearing that brand. Fecal matter. It's the brand is really in French, but it translates into fecal matter. And I just told you guys about that movie, 120 Days of Sodom, that talks about that. People eating shit. And the Kardashians have alluded to it time and time again. They have. You just have to like go back and look. They have alluded to eating shit. People in Dubai, people going to Dubai to get shitted on, you know, like these people are that fucking depraved and weird and like hard up for money. That's what's so like sick and twisted. So once you know that, you can't view these people with respect. It's like, no matter how much designer shit you wear, that shit is all made up. Like, anybody can learn how to sew and buy some fabric and like make a garment. If you're committed to it enough, you can do it. It's not it's not fucking rocket science, I want to say. I'm not trying to like devalue learning how to make clothes, but at the end of the day, it can be done with enough dedication. That's what I'm saying. That is not the impossible. The average person who really wants to learn something will do what the fuck it takes. It's sewing, bitch. So like it's like a real old school archaic, you know what I mean, skill. So it can be learned. And y'all motherfuckers go buy whack ass fabric and charge, you know, thousands and six figures for these pieces. That shit is made the fuck up. That shit is a psyop in itself. And that all came out with the tea of, hey, all this shit is made in China. There's nothing wrong with China. The Chinese people are the manufacturers of the world. Just like we have a lot of Latino people who are the agriculture growers of the world. Like, certain ethnic groups just end up doing certain things. The white man is the fucking colonial, you know, conqueror of the world. So everybody got their part that they play, okay? Black people are unfortunately the entertainment. But with that being said, again, when you know that a motherfucker is eating shit, and getting touched in the ass and like sacrificing allegedly, well, we can't even say that. You know, they just be so ready to take your channel. But, you know, these people have proven to like done a lot of dark shit, a lot of evil, dark, satanic shit. It's been proven in the files. So with that, all that being said, if you know somebody is willing to do all that to be where they are, can you really respect them? Or are you just that soulless and shallow to where you justify the things that they've done to be where they are? And again, they are prompted up to you. This is Babylon. We still living in like the Roman times where rich people made their slaves look rich. That's what real rich people fucking do. And that's all these people, the people who we see in front of the camera or whatever. These people are slaves who their masters make look rich to influence you. Blue Ivy with the sunglasses. They got people, again, online talking about it. Of course, those of us who are woke, again, know it's weird. Her wearing Balenciaga is weird. Her parents, it's just been obvious for the longest that, like, something funky going on there. Like, that's another thing, too. Like, I just feel like if you're awake, you cannot ignore this. Like, and if you're not awake, you really just, again, are one of the shit eaters, too. You are like you would eat shit too to be where you want to be, because how can you not see why would they have a child in Balenciaga again after all of that scandal? And again, people have mentioned Beyonce sounding scared or sounding nervous. People have mentioned her, I guess, selling her daughter, and it's been obvious. If you just pay attention, I feel like they do dress her a bit mature, and they have a ton of makeup on her at all these events, and she looks like she doesn't want to be there most of the time. You can see that her parents are just making her, you know, do this shit. And I would not be surprised if she was under the influence of a substance, and that's why her energy was a little standoffish and why she wore sunglasses the whole night. There's a reason why she wore the sunglasses the whole night. And just something is not right. Something is not right. Her wearing Balenciaga is just something is not right. And somebody mentioned her mom looked like she was, again, kind of giving like death and funeral vibes, but Blue Ivy was getting like wedding vibes or just like new life. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, there was definitely something to her dress. Her dress was extremely, like, I just didn't get it at all. I was like, why is she wearing this? Like, I don't know. So it does give like giving away like wedding vibes. And then it just, I mean, again, that's what I'm saying. Like, they have a minor at this event by these two alleged broke motherfuckers because they are selling their child because they don't have no fucking money. They're slaves, allegedly. So do you see what I mean? Like, once you know the truth about these people, you can see what the fuck is going on. That's why out of every person alive, and all the celebrities, why was Blue Ivy allowed in as a minor? Because her fucking parents. And not just them having a certain level of power, but the very lack thereof is giving broke. It's giving desperate. Because I don't give a fuck what y'all think. Again, these people are controlled by a greater regime than you could ever imagine. You already know who they're controlled by. So those are some weird, depraved motherfuckers. And they have their child here and won't take sunglasses off. It's just giving away. And there's just a reason for all of this. I do believe that, their money is funny, especially Jay-Z's. I do. And them two, like, again, you don't get to that level without just doing a lot of dirty shit and signing a lot of weird-ass contracts. I just feel like that's obvious. I want to move on to Katy Perry. She looked like some kind of like alien robot. Real futuristic. I don't know who designed her shit, but she was clearly just giving ode to the new world and the stuff that's coming, again, with more bots and fallen angels and all of that. I mean, that's just what it was giving. It's giving New World Order vibes, Project Blue vibes. Rihanna looked like a portal. She told y'all an oyster. Don't fucking play with me. Nothing about that outfit gave fucking oyster. That outfit gave portal. And somebody said she was looking like Michelle Lamy, and she was. Her outfit was strange. And you know what? Let me talk about that real quick. Michelle Lamy, I don't know what is going on there, because that's supposed to be a her. But that person's name is spelled like Michael, because that's how Michael is spelled in French. Michael in French is Michelle, and then Michelle in French, like the feminine version, is Michelle, because they really emphasize the ELLE, so the ending of the word. So just that person's name being spelled like the masculine way, that probably is a fucking man. You think that's a woman, but y'all gotta wake the fuck up. That person speaks heavy French, and they're from France. They speak French, and their name is spelled like Michael. That's Michael Lamy. Wake the fuck up. Why did its parents name it Michelle and not Michelle? You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. I really just thought about that real quick. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all looking at. This shit is so demonic. Who else did I want to talk about? Cardi B. Okay, yes. Cardi B looked like a virus. Wake up. People was like, they don't know what the fuck that is. And people did say it looked like hemorrhoids, but it just looks like a skin rash or skin outbreak with pussy red pimples or sores. That's what it looked like. She's definitely there with the highly coded outfit, bringing the virus energy. So let's talk about all of these people, right? Rihanna's giving portal. Beyonce looked like death. She looks like she was death queen bringing death. And Cardi B looked like some type of, again, sick skin rash. And then Katy Perry looked like kind of like some kind of robot doctor. So something about her just gave medical industry too. That's what it was. They all look like another like virus or lockdown coming. They do. There's something with that. They look like another Rona or something coming. And speaking of Bill Gates, that leads me into this conversation. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have posted videos about the ticks that Bill Gates placed in woods around the world, or I think America. So there have been videos, and it's so sad. It's so sad. the issue is people have been finding animals that are covered in like thousands of ticks. Let me see. I'm looking this up. Animal tick outbreak. Sorry if I'm like choppy. These people are lying. Bill Gates, I think, funded Lyme disease vaccine, but he's responsible for all these ticks. He is. And it's so sad to see these animals dying that way. It's so gross and it's so weird and apocalyptic and demonic and freaky. And I just really hate it. People are saying that Bill Gates created or released genetically modified ticks causing Lyme disease or alpha red allergies are false. That shit did not come from motherfucking nowhere. Bill Gates is behind this. Let me go to Twitter. Real people can talk about it. Because, of course, the internet don't want you to know the truth. You got to, like, really dig for shit. You got to dig for the truth. They've had snakes with this problem. Yes, they said this story is so insane. Farmers continue to report finding boxes full of ticks on their farmland, clearly left there on purpose. Now the U.S. has already seen a sharp increase of the number of tick-related diseases. Yes, this is something to do with Bill Gates. It really, really has. You know, they don't want people eating meat or whatever, and they're developing a Lyme disease vaccine through Pfizer. It's just, again, just like sick, weird shit. Like, this is the time. I hope for everyone listening to me, there's never a bad time to, like, you know, connect with God or whatever. Never. But you really should. If you're not, I really hope you are, like, locked in, because protection from God is the only thing that can really save you, because it's so much weird, evil shit going on in the world. They want to make people allergic to eating meat so that he could feed us lab-grown meat. So, this is why they're doing this. This is crazy. I'm looking at this story. It's confirmed that the teenager who ate beef on a camping trip died of a tick-induced meat allergy, with cases of alpha gel syndrome increasing 40% since 2020. Bill Gates funded research into genetically engineering cattle ticks. 450,000 Americans now have alpha gal syndrome caused by tick bites. Right? This shit is so weird. It's weird, and they said they have ticks attached to animals in 50 states. I just can't imagine, like, being like this type of evil person. Like, he's really like a fucking cartoon villain. He really, really is. And they were talking about Lyme disease in that movie, Leave the World Behind. And that was, like, really scary. What happened to the lady's son. Him losing his teeth was like, woo. That was some scary shit. And there were ticks in the woods. So, you know, the kids went into the woods. So yeah, it's just, yo, watch out. Don't be in the woods like that. But, you know, you gotta have gear. Okay, are you excited for new Drake music? Let's move on to that, because that's some, like, really scary shit. Are you excited for new Drake music? You know, I'm not really that excited for it. I feel like Drake is uninspired and has been for a long time. he's getting older, and I hate that he signed that insane ass record deal. Doesn't he have a $500 million record deal? I hate that he did that because now he has to work. He can't retire. I think he works too much, and that's why, again, the music, he can still make bops. He's just like Kanye. They are still making bops, but are they making like cohesive, renowned bodies of work anymore? No, I feel like their day has like kind of come and gone. It just gets to a point where they get older and they're still talking about bullshit. I don't think there's anything wrong. A true artist wants to work their whole life. That's what they do. Like, they make art. But at the end of the day, you need rest. And you need to have like solitude to make great art. Like, there's definitely a process to getting creative ideas and like fueling creative juices. And it really does require like, travel and solitude and be in like a meditative space. Okay, I think most people can feel me on this. So with two people and even more people who continue to talk about ops, their coochie, smashing groupies, like, it just debauchery in any kind of way, it's dry. Because it's like, your ass too old to still be on this. You should be making like sexy, grown, music. Like, your music should sound more jazz, more R&B, like more live instrument. Again, it should just be given sexy lounge, or, just, you should be making more mature music just in general than what the fuck you making. And I just think that's where it's getting dry at least for me. Like, everybody, again, just talking about thoughts, and the music is just so trying to appeal to a younger audience. And that's how these people are like PDF files and weirdos, because it's like in your fucking 40s and damn near 50s. Why are you just not wanting to, again, make a different type of music? Why hasn't your music matured or grown up with you? That becomes the problem. And that's why a lot of the music that is streamed now is, again, older music. It's older music because that was music that still had some type of like sustenance. Now, the music is just awful. It's very microwave. It's very oversampled, and it's just very low vibrational. And the new artists ain't good. I'm not feeling the new artists. The new artists that they push, and again, I'm speaking more so from the rap and I guess hip hop R&B perspective, because I'm Black and that's most of what I listen to. I definitely still listen to rock music. Like, I still listen to My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy. Yeah, those are like some bands I really liked. Red Hot Chili Peppers. I still listen to that. I still listen to Linkin Park. Love Linkin Park. Still listen to that. Evanescence never goes out of style. So I'm just, naming some bands I really like. These are some bands that are great. But at the end of the day, I'm the bulk of what I listen to. I listen to rap and R&B. And I like a lot of old school stuff. Again, Monica still has classics. Lil' Kim, Crush on You, classic. John B, Calling on You, classic. There's still so much just older classic music. And again, I love my fair share of, even Bill Withers, Bill Ayers. Like, there's just so many great musicians, again, from 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s time frame. I'm not really playing with Dionne Warwick. I'm not really playing with a lot of these new people. I can't stand it. And you have to know there's an agenda, because these especially these young rap artists who I see on mainly through Instagram, them promoting their music. It's so disgusting too, because again, it's just like watching young people who are so willing to lower themselves to join this industry. Knowing what I know about the industry, knowing about just all the weird, freaky shit and the weird, freaky shit that goes on behind the scenes, all the negative imagery that it promotes, it's just disgusting to to see this shit and to see people, young people, continue to want to be a part of it. It's just like, y'all are beyond lost. Why the fuck would you want to be a rapper? like, like, why do people still want to be rappers? Like, the fact that people even want to do that with their life is insane. Like, when you really grow up, like, a lot of y'all need to grow the fuck up. I'm just gonna be real. Like, praising rappers, wanting to be a rapper, like, it's crazy. And on one end, again, I still listen to a good amount of rap, but a lot of the new shit is trash. And I don't listen to it. I think Lil Baby has a good song here and there. Like, I like his song Yes Indeed. I like his song Emotionally Scarred. He's got some decent songs. But is he a forever artist? Not a chance. Gunna has, a lot of pretty good songs in my opinion, and he has some staying power. But his new music is weird because allegedly he's been cloned to the bone in jail. Young Thug is washed. But these people do have, in my opinion, good songs, and good projects. Cause I think Slime Season 3 is a very solid project from Young Thug. But at the end of the day, a lot of the new shit, is trash. And a lot of the trash is coming from the female side. And I'm just going to say that. I definitely feel that way. Again, we have Lotto, we have Glorilla. Meg is overly freaked out and one-dimensional. And I think that's the issue. I don't even think Megan has, bad bars. You could say she has one flow. But I don't think her bars are bad. I think her music is just too freaked out. It's overly freaked out, and it's overly done. She's just, her music is always about the same thing. It's very, fast food. It gives very fast food. McDonald's can fill you up, but can it keep you full? No. It keeps you, always, on the whole stroll, always coming back. McDonald's food is addictive, and it's bad for you. So, I definitely feel but it's cheap. Okay, so I definitely feel like that's what Megan's music gives, especially just with her being with such a, again, tied in, programmed ass record label or management team, if you want to fucking call it, like Rock Nation. And I think her recording is through 300 Entertainment that was sold to another company, but a bigger company. But you know what I'm saying? She does have some type of recording deal with a major label, even if it's just a small stake in her. And she is being managed by Rock Nation, aka controlled. You heard the word, managed. And you're thinking about it oh yeah, we're gonna help get you endorsement deals. But I'm thinking about it again, this woman is grown and has a legal guardian. Okay, T. Ferris is her legal guardian. So she is so well controlled and by Rock Nation. They, it's just insane and it's dry. But working with a company like that is why the music sounds like it sounds. Because again, it's just all this major label deal. We'll do anything to promote the system. We're completely sold out. That's what I'm trying to get at. Because I feel like Jay-Z definitely is a sellout to the highest degree. And the image that he's willing to promote with Megan shows, again, selling out, willing to portray black women like this. And even with his own wife, he tried to make her a fucking female rapper. What was he doing? Degrading her fucking image. Putting his wife practically on the fucking whole stroll. Her showing ass, showing thighs, titties, hips, and just everything. Damn near coochie. The way he be having Beyonce out here looking sometimes. It's just a mess. And some of y'all are going to want to make it seem like she got a choice in this. So it's disputed if she does or if she doesn't. Let me just say that. They got many people who think that she's always under, sedation and that she don't have complete control. She's a robot. They plug that bitch in. And they got people who believe that she's replaced with her daughter. And they got people who believe that she's complicit with the bullshit. I feel like it could be a mix of all three. But something with her is not right in the head, or mentally. You can see her soul, her spirit, her energy, the way she everything with her, something is just very strange, and it's becoming more and more obvious that, again, the emperor has no motherfucking clothes on. Like, that's what I've been telling you this whole episode. Like, her energy is just, it's so fucking loud. It's so loud. That's how you know energy never lies, because the energy around her is very just peculiar, and it's everywhere she goes, it's just beaming. It's very, very loud that something is amiss. So I was talking about new music. No, I'm not thinking about these people and their new motherfucking music. If Drake, if there are any songs that are good, I'll hear them on TikTok. That's dead ass how I know if your shit is decent. If your shit is decent, it does go viral on TikTok, and I come across it, period. I'm on there. I'm a creator on there. I have a lot of followers on there. I get views on there. If I hear your shit, I get a lot of my new music from TikTok. I'm getting old. Like, that's just the truth. I don't be looking. And again, Instagram. I said that too. I said social media. That's how I get people. And it's not through YouTube, because I feel like I don't know I think my demographic, I definitely still watch YouTube a lot. Like, I have streaming. I pay for streaming, but I really don't watch Netflix like that. I pay for it in case I need to get something or watch something on there. But other than that, I really don't be on there. I have Disney Plus. I really don't be on there. Like, I mainly am on YouTube, and then there's Tubi, and Tubi never let me down. So I just feel like, yes, like I'm working, I post content, and then I just have a life. Like, I like my Pinterest, I like my peace, and I be on like Twitter and stuff like that. I like Twitter. Twitter is a good place, and I also am on internet forums. So, I think I spread my time around a little bit, pretty good across social media platforms. But with that being said, I don't really get new music from YouTube. I watch like content on YouTube, and I like to get some mixes. Like, if I hear a good mix, I'll go on YouTube to find it. But otherwise, I find new music through Instagram and TikTok. I feel like the good music is on TikTok. I feel like the trash that I find is on Instagram, because I come across these blogs who are paid to, like the Black Tea blog. That's who I follow on the Pop Culture account. And the local, again, hood rappers, or just hood rappers in general, will pay these Black Tea blogs to post them. It's a good marketing strategy, no doubt, but they'll pay them to post them. And then I come across their raggedy ass music. I'm like, oh, this is so trash. Y'all all rapping about the same thing. Y'all all in the hood with a microphone. Y'all all like, they're all just like on some hood shit. And I don't like them. I don't like that they continue to want to portray that image. I think all the good music is on TikTok. All the good new music. Okay, moving on. Do we believe Glorilla is pregnant? Yeah, I guess. Like, something is strange with that too. She could have like deleted the baby. She could have like gave it up to the gods another way. She might not give the baby into this realm, but something with her and the baby is interesting. Maybe she's hiding it well right now. Maybe she is full on pregnant. Maybe she got rid of it. I don't know. Only time will really tell. Let's see. Carisha and JT new music. I'm cool on both of them. Yeah, like, I just feel like Carisha needs to leave rap alone. Rap is not for her, and I want her to. I think she has like a certain swag about her. I mean, she was able to make a game and sell a game, and she was able to like have some decent episodes of a show, but I just wish that she was more of like a serious person who could, like, I just want her to grow up. I think I want her to mature and grow up too. Some of the stuff that she's talking about on her show, some of it is good conversation, but some of it is also just, again, a little bit too raunchy and freaked out, and I feel like there's no need. Like, that shit is so weird and childish. Like, just always being, again, freaked out, sexed out, everything gotta get graphic and raunchy. Like, why? Because it really don't. So I'm just tired of this shit. Like, everything is just like, and that's what happens when you're a fucking sex worker, and again, you're pushing the agenda too, to be freaky and push that shit on people. It's just tiring. Stefon Diggs, Ritual, the movie, I keep referring to the movie Him. I just feel like it's very interesting how a movie like that comes out and then all this stuff with Stefon Diggs. That's what I'm going to say. I definitely feel like there's a correlation there. I definitely feel like, again, there's a reason why this is all happening to him, and him being found not guilty, him allegedly having a kid with Cardi B, him allegedly being DL, him allegedly even having all these kids. Like, is it true? Is it not? Is it all proxy, humiliation ritual? Or is it full on? Are they really making him go around and hump a bunch of females? Is he really getting it through the back door? Is he really, beating bitches up and like? And I told my mom, I said, Brady didn't have to go through all of this. Brady had to go through his rituals for sure. That's why he was at that all-white party looking sexed and freaked out and drugged. But he had to go through some things too, but they didn't make him out to be as bad as Stefon Diggs. I feel like they're really going hard with Stefon Diggs because they want to push this stereotype about black men. Again, they're overly sexual. They have a bunch of baby mamas. They, again, DL on the low. They're abusive, like broken homes, trauma, drama. Like that's what it's giving. It's giving like they're making him do this because it pushes a narrative about black men, and it hurts me that he's willing to push that agenda. That's what's got me, every time I talk to my mom about this, I tell her, I'm like, I always think to myself, like, you did all of that for this? Like, you allowing them to do this to you? You allowing them to use you in this way to push this particular agenda? Like, are you serious? It means that much to you to play football, that you're willing to have the whole world believe that this is the kind of person that you are? Like, wow. And again, I'm not trying to, like, with Stefon, I just feel like even if you really, I just, with the way that they're carrying it out, that's what's got me looking at it sideways. Because I just feel like, I'm not saying he's a good guy at all. I'm not. But the way they're portraying him in just the worst manner, it just gives strategic. That's what I'm saying. It's just too, like, some people, like, propaganda is supposed to be smooth. If I'm just blatantly spotting your propaganda, you're not doing a good job at messing with my mind, And, like, I think a lot of people are falling for the stuff with Stefon Diggs. I'm not saying it's not true and that it's not really happening. I'm just saying that it's happening by design. His image is being tarnished this way by design. He really could be. I have a hard time believing that he is just this kind of monster. And y'all are gonna hate me for saying that, but I'm sorry. Something is just not right with all of this. The way that he's being made out in the media is just too stereotypical. He really could be a freaky dude. He's a young football player. Let's just be real. So, yes, he probably is hitting a lot of women. He could be messing with men. These are things that could actually be true. But they have so many other men in the NFL who that applies to as well. But all of this stuff with the babies and Cardi B, that's how you know that this is some industry shit, period. Like, you could totally see that him and Cardi B were completely set up by PR. Like, every time they were together, it looked like they were doing part-time gig work. That's what it gave. It just gave, like, okay, y'all are gonna meet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 2 hours each. Y'all are gonna, just make sure to hug and smile and, just like look toward the cameras, like trying to look natural, but like embrace being in a PR relationship, like act like you like the shit. That's what it just gave. He had to be associated with her, affiliated with her as a part of humiliation and then to just push a stereotype, again, about black men, liking Latinas, about black men having all these broken homes. Like, it was really there to push a particular mental narrative. And that's why I'm starting to feel like, look, I'm sure he is getting his freak on, but is also starting to come off again a bit scripted. That's what I really just want to say. And you don't have to like that. You could think I'm, being easy on him, and maybe I am, but y'all, I'm just saying something with Stefon in that situation is just, again, a little too scripted, a little too Hollywood for me. And that should be obvious with the situation with Cardi B, because this dude, I don't think this dude really want to be with Cardi B, bro. I just don't. I don't think he does. I don't think that's his fucking baby. None of that. I don't believe any of it. I don't. I think it's all fucking fake, bro. I don't believe Offset getting shot, and I just don't. I don't. Moving on. Uranus and Gemini. I want to talk about this because I definitely feel the shift. Somebody said Uranus and Gemini, get ready for the next age of like seamstresses, musicians. I have a photo of it. It's a screenshot, but I was like, yeah, that is so true, because I'm definitely doing other things with my time. Like, I've opened up another stream of income for myself. It's definitely work, because now I have to like post on that platform too, and of course get clients and stuff like that, which people are really interesting. People are really interesting, let me tell you, with this shit that they be having going on, and like some other energy. And entrepreneurship is definitely just a spiritual experience, spiritual journey, because sometimes just because a client reaches out to you doesn't mean you have to take them, especially like when you run your business a certain way. And I just feel like sometimes I talk to people and I'm like, I don't think I want to be bothered with you. Like, you seem like you're going to be draining. But you also have to think to yourself, like, okay, are you going to put up with it to do their hair, today and make some money? You never know. How much is your piece worth? But you also have like the 3D aspect of like you got bills. So it's just things to think of. But some people, they have just been too much. And I'm like, nah, like I will not be seeing you again. But that's also the good thing about entrepreneurship, is you can set that boundary, because when you work for somebody, you have to serve their business. So just things to think about with the Uranus and Gemini transit, because I've heard people say again there's going to be like a lot of people pursuing like new jobs and just like old school, I guess like old school physical labor. I'm trying to find this tweet. Of this picture. I cannot find it. I might have to go through my screenshots. I really want to find this. But yeah, that time is coming. Let me go to Instagram. See, I'm tired. I'm going all over the place. A mess. Okay, let me see. I don't even know if I saved it. Knowing me, I did not. Yeah, I don't think I did. Maybe I'm really trying to find it, you guys. But Uranus and Taurus was a bit chaotic, especially for some of us. I feel like Uranus and Taurus, like Taurus is supposed to be like a really stable planet, and then Uranus is like very unstable energy, or Taurus is an unstable sign. Sorry, it's not a planet. And I definitely, feel like a lot of people have switched careers or like just made money, I guess, in like unique ways with Uranus and Taurus. But Uranus and Gemini is just bringing way for more, I think, chaos to an extent. But, here it is. So yes, Uranus is now in Gemini until May 2033. Welcome to the next wave of chefs, tailors, barbers, farmers, builders, teachers, designers, songwriters, hairdressers, seamstresses, speech therapists, and hands-on professions of all kind. Yes, I definitely believe that, and because I'm going in that direction, and I'm super excited about it. Totally. It's fun, it's cool, and I'm excited to like learn new things and like take what I already know to another level. And you see that too with, again, like Dre and Michelle and Victoria Monet both going to like culinary school, and JT from City Girls going to what esthetician school to like learn how to do nails. So I'm starting to see that even with some celebrities. Speaking of JT, yes, I want to go back to her and Carisha. I just started dragging Carisha because I'm just she can't rap and music isn't for her. With JT is a decent artist, but I think she should just be a writer. I don't know. I think her music is not really catching on. I think it's not very replay value. And again, she's agreed to push an image, and it doesn't feel authentic to her. I think a lot of y'all, talk about these girls, especially Lotto, being inauthentic, Megan being inauthentic in some aspects, but mainly Lotto, because everybody feels like Lotto is portraying something that she's not, and she is. I mean, her whole rap persona is based off of the character Nunu, who, like Lotto, is mixed and wants to appeal to Black people, and therefore believes that they have to put on a particular attitude or persona to fit in with that stereotype, and which is racist in itself. But that's what Lotto's getting. People say that her act is not authentic to her, and I don't think that it is, especially because her sister does not talk like she does. That's the main giveaway. Her sister speaks like she has an education, and Lotto does not, because Lotto is the one acting. So with, JT, I feel like this out girl stuff, it doesn't seem very authentic to her neither. And with some of her latest looks, like I saw her on TikTok, and she lives in New York now, and she looked really cute in the video. That seemed like it was more her, again, just like rich Miami girl. But I just want her to like be her, but I also feel like maybe music isn't like necessarily for her neither. I think she has a decent level of talent, but I also just feel like she's struggling with making like quality classic music. I definitely feel like that. Her and Carisha both, I mean, should they get back together? I really don't think so. I think they need to just like go do separate things out of making music, period. Because I'm over them kind of as a group. I'm not sucked into the nostalgia like y'all. Boston Richie, getting touched up his ass. So again, it's the music industry. Everybody's getting touched up the ass. If you want to make it far, if you want to, have a certain level of success, you're bending over and letting people do stuff to you. So yeah, not surprised that it came out that his girlfriend was touching him with a strap-on. Weird and demonic and Crowley'd out. Moving on to Megan and Clay. I told you guys I did make a short about this. Megan and Clay, super scripted, super like super just not real at all. I can't, like, I can't believe that people actually care about that in any type of capacity. I can't believe that y'all do, because I've always felt like I've known it was fake. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, we already talked about that. Oh yeah, Northwest coming out with new music. I mean, oh my God. Being sold again. Everybody's selling their kid. Like, it's just obvious. Again, she out here looking all dark and weird because they didn't allegedly did stuff to that child and exposed her to very dark and weird things. Again, she's also affiliated with who? Balenciaga. So yeah, their parents probably let, adults touch them and stuff like that. You just gotta, know what the fuck you're looking at. And I know that those are crazy claims, but I'm just telling you, stay woke. Oh yeah, Kim K, Lewis Hamilton. Okay. Do I believe that that's a real relationship? No. Come on. It's for the press. I don't think she's really with that dude, but I think it's like every other relationship. Kim Kardashian is allegedly a witch, and she dates these guys as a form of initiation for them. Like, there's something that goes on there. Maybe she takes energy from them. Maybe she does spells for them, spells on them. I don't know. But somehow it's some type of initiation, a ritual for men to be with her. That's obvious. I don't think these two people want to be with each other. I believe that this nigga is trying to level up in Hollywood, or, you know what I mean? Like, he's over there for some type of like benefit or gain. That's what it gives. So, let me know what you think. Other than that, this is all I have. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a great day. And I hope I can come back sooner than later. Bye.